From our studio in Newport Beach, California, welcome to another edition of the Chab Dog Sports Talk Radio Show. Sometimes scattered, but always edgy. We're an authentic take on sports talk. Rated R. Chab Dog brings you Eric, the well-read, Frank, the tank, Brian from Sports Rock, and special guests. We're here to talk sports. We're here to rant and vent. We're here to take it up another notch. Now here's your host, Chab Dog.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Chab Dog Sports Talk. We're on each Sunday from 9 to 11 a.m. Pacific Time, brought to you by Chabner Law, serving Southern California's business and transactional legal needs. And we also do estate planning, so check us out at chabnerlaw.com. And by Chab Dog Sports Blog for your head of your sports headlines and biting sports commentary. That's at chabdog.com, and you can find our most recent shows at the website, too. Okay, so we're into the last show here of July, and I hope everybody's having a great summer. How you doing, Eric? Here with my co-host, Eric Silve.
Hey, Chab Dog. Fantastic. Welcome again to Newport Beach.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Newport Beach. It's a little quiet this morning. I think people haven't woken up.
They were. You should have heard them last night. They had it. They had it going all right.
There were some parties here.
Some big time. There's music playing well after midnight, nice and loud, and people laughing and drinking and doing whatever they were doing in the dark on their boats.
Right. Sounds festive.
Well, they were celebrating the return of baseball, of course.
Oh, right.
We got slate
so much
yesterday.
to be thankful for. I didn't know you even noticed that.
Oh, sure.
You like baseball. You're more of a football guy.
I'm more of a football guy, but I got more complaints about football right now than I do baseball.
Yeah.
And at least, the Dodgers didn't. Well, only one player knelt. And it was prior to the anthem. But I don't mind if you want to kneel prior to the anthem.
But some of the teams seemed like
they
had most of the people kneeling, or all the people kneeling.
Yeah, but apparently it was before the anthem was played. They didn't. I'm not aware of anyone who was kneeling during the anthem. Are you?
What do you mean before? Like what happens before?
They knelt, and they had a moment of silence.
Oh,
for
so it's a moment
of
silence.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought.
But the press, but the press is wanting a fight. It was wanting to create a fight.
I thought they were doing it during the anthem.
That's what the press would lead you to believe. I know.
I mean, how can you be against something like that? That's just a gesture of.
You can't.
A gesture of whatever. I mean, people are allowed to make gestures, and
of course.
Well,
and you're apparently allowed to do it during the anthem too. It's just that we don't really like it.
They have been misreporting it, because
a lot of misreporting.
Not what I read those headlines to say.
Mm-hmm. Which is another theme of our show today, which is 1984.
Yeah,
the year, which will do our typical music and news and sports and movies and stuff. But of course, 1984 is also George Orwell's 1984 book too. So we'll be diving into that a little later.
Yeah, this is the What's in Store 1984 show.
Nice.
Yeah. We had those. Did you ever see those chains? Well,
I forgot about him.
Oh, we got our
Here
first caller in. And
we've got Frank Fleming from Sports Encyclopedia, sportsencyclopedia.com.
Newark, New Jersey,
and a Barstool contributor and a Mets fan.
Can we see Fran? Oh, there's Frank.
Oh, yeah, you said you had a camera.
Yeah, I forgot.
Oh,
I forgot my camera.
All right, here we go.
Hi, Frank. Frank Fleming. Did you sleep last night, Frank? I'm sure it was difficult, wasn't it?
You got it ace closer. Pitching in Seattle. Doesn't matter what he does. Nobody gives a damn in Seattle. Team irrelevant. Says 57 games, but people need to know his name. He's gonna be a star one day in a bigger city. So a team teams gathered their best prospects and shipped them to Seattle just to get this closer so he could save some big games. But when he arrived, he couldn't pitch at all because he has no fucking heart. He loves to fucking lose because he is the shooting star. And they don't know what he's gonna do. He's gonna make the season go down the drain, and the world's gonna know his name. He's gonna be real sucky. He's gonna throw 1,000 homers, and the game's gonna go away, and the season's gonna go down the drain. What's your name? Ed Luz Diaz. My name is Ed Luz Diaz, and there's a billion games I haven't blown. Just you wait, just you see. My name is Ed Luz Diaz. I love to give up the long homers, and I'm gonna blow 1,000,000 games, you see. Just you wait, just you see.
Maybe you should be playing the Twisted Sister now. I don't think you're going to take this, Frank, all year. That's like you can't survive with this.
And then he was laughing. And he went, "Oh, I just gave up a homer to my boy. I'm just so happy for him." And then they said that at the beginning yesterday, the Mets, they said that they don't know what they're going to do, and they said that they might actually forfeit today because they said that the heart is taken out. They said that 10 straight losses, and then he
What's he got in his mouth?
Lose. I let the lose.
What is that in your mouth?
Was it a pen?
It's a brush that's supposed to a canker brush. That's supposed to relieve tooth pain.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah. And so it also looks like it works for Mets pain as well.
Yeah.
So I was going to ask you about Mr. Diaz there. I mean, the Mets, they deal with a guy. They gave their money. The Mets gave their money to a guy.
I fucking hate Ed Luz Diaz.
What a great name.
Yeah, you repeated that like
Ed Luz.
You up to 1,000 times yet on Twitter?
He's got the word "lose" in his first name. What a loser.
That's what I was hinting at. He's got lose. I mean,
He's a real loser.
They give their money to a guy named Made Off.
No, his name is Edwin Diaz, but he doesn't win. He's a loser.
Mm-hmm.
So he's Ed Luz Diaz. That's his
so you just
no, his name is Ed Luz. I looked it up.
That's his real name, Frank.
LOSC. Yeah.
So any other surprises from the first 2 or 3 days of the season? I noticed that the Reds are actually hot.
The Reds are going to be good this year.
Yeah.
Reds are going to be really good. Reds might actually win the division. Reds are going to might have had a chance to win.
Winning division, I don't know. Go into that though a little more. Why are they going to be better?
Well, they were showing signs of improvement last year.
They got some hitting, right?
Good players.
They got hitting. They got more hitting now.
Yeah, and they had some good pitching starting at the end of last year. Sonny Gray had a good year for them.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they're a team on the rise. They're a team to watch. That's not a surprise. The Reds are a team that's on like the doorstep.
That's good. Good for they haven't been good.
There's only one team in the Central Division that doesn't have a fucking shot.
The Pirates. Yeah.
I looking about baseball,
that's the joke.
With the 8 teams, and of course the Mets are gonna fall short because of Ed Luz Diaz. The Ed Luz Diaz.
Do you hate him, Tank?
He lost his train. You were on the verge of something brilliant. Want to keep going about the whatever. I agree.
Well, there are 8 teams who are going to make the playoffs in each league.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the way I look at it, this brings almost every team into play except for the Marlins, Pirates, the Giants, the Orioles, Tigers, and Royals, and Mariners possibly, and probably don't have a shot either, and maybe not even the Rockies, but every other team I think has a legitimate shot at the playoffs.
The Rockies don't have a shot. They always have a lot of hitting.
They came in good last year. Yeah, they got a shot.
Yeah, well, I said maybe not a shot.
Maybe not.
Yeah, I think there's a chance.
Yeah, but the teams that have no absolute shot whatsoever this year are going to be just dreadful could lose more than 40 games.
You give the
Already,
you give the White Sox a shot.
Oh, the White Sox are the team on the rise.
Who do they have?
Even though Baltimore beat the Red Sox, is Baltimore still on that list, Tank?
Baltimore's still on that list.
Okay.
Who do
The White Sox have a lot of good young rookies.
I wasn't aware of that. Well, I'll keep an eye out
They
for
have
them.
a guy named Luis Robert who's probably going to be the rookie of the year.
Oh, okay.
The White Sox are on the verge too. The White Sox really have a good shot. I mean, they might have been in a race under 5-team format.
I didn't know their pitching was that great either. And then the
The pitching's okay for the White Sox. That's probably going to be the thing that maybe holds them back a little bit, but they got Dallas Keuchel though.
yeah.
But the White Sox are a team on the rise.
What about the Padres?
Padres are the Padres.
They don't really have much, do they?
Well, they have potential. They have some good rookies. They
Really?
had some big
have-
name players they signed
They
recently,
have
like
they have
Manny Machado.
They got Hosmer. He's
Manny Machado, from ex-Baltimore. I mean, Stan.
the Machado man.
Yeah.
The Padres probably should have been better than they were last year.
Yeah, well, so should I.
They kind of fell short in the second. They had a bad second half because Fernando Tatis Jr. got hurt. They shut down Chris Paddock in the second half to keep his pitch count low. So the Padres have their shot. That's another team that I think the Padres will definitely be in the playoffs.
What?
Yes.
In the playoffs?
Definitely. Well, one of the 8 teams.
One of the 8 teams.
Well, they'd have. So that means that they're the second best team in the West. So they would be above. Who's in the
Yes.
West?
Yes.
It's like the Dodgers. The Dodgers are going to win that
The
division,
Dodgers are going to run away with the West.
and I guess the rest of the division is pretty
It's
mediocre.
up for grabs, yeah.
Anybody could grab it.
I think the Rockies aren't that good this year. I've already mentioned that. The Giants
Yeah.
are going to be terrible. The Giants are going to be terrible.
Giants are dog meat.
They won yesterday.
The only team they have to finish ahead of then that's the Diamondbacks.
The Diamondbacks. Yeah.
And they've won the first 2 games this season against the Diamondbacks.
I kind of just always think the
I
Diamondbacks
think
are going
the
to.
Padres are just a shade better than the Diamondbacks.
Uh-huh.
So I think they'll
Wow.
definitely finish.
All right. I'm not ready to go jump there
yeah.
with you.
That's
I-
big. That's let's mark that down. Maybe save it for potential freezing cold take later this year.
Okay, and then you're picking the Central. Would that be the Cardinals?
I think the Central Division is going to be the biggest.
There are a lot of there's a lot of competitive teams except for the Pirates.
I think there's going to be at the end of the day there's going to be no more than 3 or 4 games separating first from fourth.
Yeah.
Wow.
What a dogfight.
Yeah.
And then in the East, I think that's up for grabs, man.
Sorry. And they sing this song in the cell. Thanks to in the cell. We're gonna lose every game.
I got to go with the Braves.
See those collar tears?
Well, the Mets are going to be 10-50. Yes, Ed Luis Diaz is going to blow.
That's a nice shirt, Frank. What did you do to it?
Ed Luis Diaz.
It's a stress shirt.
He just ruined his collar.
Well, it's the stress.
I think he's got some kind of genetic defect that he has.
No, it's not a defect.
He has
It's
to
a-
bite his shirts like that.
It's a way to work out stress and clean your teeth.
Yeah, that's a stress reliever, huh?
Mm-hmm. All of the tank shirts have that after a while.
Going to blow in a season that's only 60 games, and you blow a game in 9th inning. It's like losing 7 games.
Yeah, tank.
And Luis Diaz is going to, and then the hangover is going to cause him to lose today.
Uh-huh.
They have their back end pitchers going in Boston, and before you know it, it's going to be they're swirling down the drain because of fucking Ed Luis Diaz.
Yeah, walk me back to that. I was watching yesterday in the 9th inning there, at the beginning of the 9th inning, and Diaz put the lead on batter at first base.
Yeah.
that is such bad luck for.
Oh,
for
that
a
happens
reliever.
a lot.
That's not when you're relieved.
Relievers
often
often have control issues.
No, that was on Friday.
Oh no, he didn't get the lead on batter didn't get on base.
No.
Okay.
He just
This
Well,
was
how
the
did it fall down? What
the
did Diaz do to blow that?
He got him to he got it to 2 strikes, 2 outs, right? And then the guy hit the home.
2 outs, and then he homered, and then he did it.
Yeah.
And he was dancing. Ay, ay, ay! I love my friend. He was actually laughing.
He's
and
eating
clapping
his shirt.
and
Yeah. What was that? What was his smile? What was that all about?
Yes, he says, he's my homeboy. I don't think Canada did. We played together in the winter leagues, and I love him. I don't
Really?
care more about the winter leagues.
And in the 10th inning, who was that big white guy you brought in to pitch?
Hunter Strickland, who's always sucked.
That's it, Hunter Strickland. Yeah, tell us how much he sucked, because he's the one who really he gave up the game.
He's not too strict about giving up runs.
No.
Mets have some injuries in the bullpen,
Okay.
and he basically made the team because of that.
Well, that's a shame.
Okay, so who's going to win in the East? I think it's Atlanta. Atlanta looks.
Yeah.
That's now, and then it's going to be
I shouldn't have got him going on this. Okay.
We're back! We are back! We are finally back!
Do you know how many home runs he's given up for the Mets in just 2 games plus a season?
Geez.
In 2 games?
2 games couldn't be that many.
No, 2 games plus a whole season.
Oh, plus a whole season.
How many home runs?
Oh, geez.
Let me say 8.
16!
Wow.
Oh, shit.
What's his ERA?
Last year it was
11.
almost 6.
That's really bad. That's really
How much
bad.
money? How much money does this guy make?
You guys gonna get your act together?
Yeah.
By the way, the Mariners have 2 of the top 5 prospects in baseball.
Mhm.
Both of them went in that trade,
Yeah.
including Jared Konelnik,
Mm.
who people say who last year in Double A and Single A
Mm-hmm.
hit a combined 47 homers and batted .387.
Mm.
And the Mariners just don't want to bring him up this year, I think. I think they want to wait till next year.
Mm-hmm.
In the Arizona Fall League last year, in a 41-game season, he hit 38 homers and batted .490.
Not bad.
And he's got 40-40 potential. And any ball hits right field, he's thrown out like 5 people at first base.
Really?
Yeah, because he has like a 180-mile-per-hour throw from right field.
I love
They
watching
said,
that.
They said that he's actually super. He's actually might be actually Krypton from Krypton. That he's probably going to be the greatest baseball player ever, and the Mets traded him for Edluz Diaz.
His name is Konelnik.
Diaz. Wow.
Jared Konelnik.
The next Babe Ruth.
Yes.
I wish his name was easier to spell.
Yeah. We'll just change
Konelnik.
it to Ruth.
I always
Well,
thought.
yeah. My prediction is he's going to hit 800 homers.
Oh.
He's going to get 4,400 hits.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to have a lifetime batting average of 426.
Mm.
And he's going to drive in over 2,600 runs.
My advice to you:
What?
start drinking heavily.
What kind of war would that be?
Yo.
200.
Well, you know, last year Edluz Diaz's WAR was -7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always funny. Sometimes you get these guys with negative wars. If you're a negative war, you should just stop.
Hey,
No,
last year Edluz Diaz blew 14 games in the 9th inning.
Wow. What a lazy ass. He couldn't do 15.
He's the single biggest reason why Frank needs therapy.
Oh,
He
yeah.
did. He's the one that blew that game where the Nationals in the 9th inning scored the 8 runs against the Mets after the Mets had a 7-run lead in the 9th inning.
Oh, yeah. Of course he would play. Yeah, that stands to reason he'd
And,
play a
after
role in
the
that game.
After the game,
Yeah.
and Edluz Diaz actually didn't start that inning. he came in like in the middle of the inning,
Mhm.
and he faced 4 batters. One who hit a double, one who hit a rope single,
Mhm.
one who walked,
Hmm.
and one who hit the walk-off home run. And the manager, Mickey Callaway, said he had electric stuff.
Jeez.
Did you give me my cheese whiz, boy?
Not that day. Yeah, it was a meltdown.
This guy might actually be the single worst pitcher ever in the bullpen. And he saved 57 games in Seattle because there's no fucking pressure in Seattle. And you just know what's going to fucking happen. The Mets are going to trade him. All of a sudden, it's going to be dan, 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 and he'll find himself.
Oh, yeah. That's usually how the Mets experience works out. You got plenty of other players, but in a good light.
Yeah, last year he allowed 15 ninth inning homers. And this year now, and he's continuing. The trend continues. It's now 16 in 2 years.
Uh-huh.
So Tank,
He just barely began the second year, but
how's your cutout doing at City Field? Are they leaving it alone?
I guess.
hasn't been hit by
I
a pitch
put
yet.
a picture of it up on my website. Everybody liked it.
Let me see. Another guy that they gave up in the deal, Justin Dunn.
Oh,
He's like been lights out as a reliever for the Mariners.
But it's the Mariners, like I said. That's an easy place to play, to learn how to play reliever. Because it's the Mariners. I mean, just you're not gonna get. You don't have to play very much. When you do,
Jared Cannell
nothing's on the
right
line.
now is the number 1 prospect in baseball. And here's his actual numbers from last year. 364, 23 homers, 68 RBIs, and 20 stolen bases.
That's productive.
This
like
is
it.
who the Mets gave up for that piece of shit. That piece of motherfucking shit.
Yeah, it's funny. Mickey Callaway didn't have any part of this decision. Why? They still screwed it up. But, buddy, how about Giannis? Let's talk about something good. In Game 1, the performance of Giannis Cespedes. After 2 years of shaving his bones on his heels.
Giannis.
What do you think?
Giannis the Adonis.
Yeah, Giannis the Adonis. What do you think, Tech? Was that good?
Of course he's gonna play well. He's in a contract here. He's one of those players that would
Show me the money.
Actually tries.
Oh, I didn't realize. Of course he is, and then you're going to have to overpay him. Then next year he'll just slouch. Oh, my God. And if he plays for somebody else, he'll be even better. You can't win.
You didn't play. We're not going to take it.
Oh, okay.
This is what Frank wants to hear.
Yeah, maybe this will help you out, Tank. It certainly helped us.
All right, mister, what do you think you're doing? You call this a room? This is a pigsty. I want you to straighten up this area now! You are a disgusting slob! Are you listening to me? What do you want to do with your life?
Pledge pin.
I want to rock.
There goes Niedermeyer.
Niedermeyer out the window. Blowing bubbles now.
That looked like my room when I was a kid.
Her hair was raven black. Elvira the Dark?
Where?
Elvira?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she was hair raven black. That guy's blonde.
I loved Elvira.
Oh, yeah, her breasts were awesome.
Oh. This is Frank's part. We're not. That's got to be a wig, right?
Oh, yeah, that can't be his real hair.
Yeah. It's a mop.
Well, it would have taken forever to grow it that long. I mean,
Yeah.
they had extensions back then. Well, his wife likes to squirt things in his
I
face.
know.
Must be into water games. Get out the rubber sheets.
Maybe it's a subtle sexual dig on him.
Yeah, as subtle as a jackhammer.
All right, you can cut it now. All right.
So, Tank,
They're Met fans.
pardon me?
The Twisted Sister are a bunch of Met fans.
Oh,
Oh, they are? How appropriate. I didn't even know that.
I didn't either.
When the Mets made their 1986 music video, they were actually in the making of the music video, and there's actually at the end where they just have like a bunch of celebrities saying "Let's go, Mets go." They're one of them.
Oh. Well, you're a
It's just the way things work on this show. One thing leads to another.
very dedicated fan base for all the pain and suffering.
I'm so fucking. I mean, when you lose a game like that, it really destroys your season.
In the 10th inning, and there we as when he began the inning, they had a runner on second already. What do you think of that rule?
I hate it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
too much
that's
favor.
bullshit.
It's too much favor, isn't it?
It's just an artificial, it's not the way baseball was conceived to be.
No.
Coming up with these gimmicks.
Appropriately enough, the California rule.
It's a gimmick.
Oh, it's a gimmick, all right. California rule.
What does that have to do with COVID-19?
That's
you know?
double speak.
Because Rob Manfred sucks. That's all that is.
Rob Manfred.
Yeah, man fraud.
I mean, is this rule going to be in place next year?
I certainly hope not.
Yeah.
And how about the designated hitter in the National League? What's up with that?
That's going to happen. I think that's going to be. That's going to be.
Is that going to be permanent?
Yes.
What do you think about that?
Well.
Is that going on right now?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, right now it's gone already.
It was bound to happen one of these days. Not a big fan of it.
Really?
But
I thought you being a purist. I thought the purists that was the way to be is that the pitcher hits and fuck
yeah,
that's that.
But the
Men are men. So you're a designated hitter fan.
Yeah.
You're a closet. You a closet DH fan there?
We need to have the rules across baseball.
Yeah, I agree. There's no reason for the leagues to be different that way.
And
Isn't really, is there?
they're never going to get rid of DH in the American League, so it's bound to happen.
Yeah, but you still have those snobs.
Almost all the minor leagues now have the DH.
Mm-hmm.
Japan has the DH. Korea has the DH. Everyone's got the DH. It just
Okay.
I know. It's also.
I love it, but it was bound to happen.
Yeah. It's just, there's something impure about it.
Well, yeah, exactly. That's what the National Leaguers still say is that everyone else, they're not playing. We're playing baseball. You're not playing baseball. And when you want to come play baseball, play us.
But you know what? It's whatever they say it is. And in soccer, the goalie has different rules than the goalie is treated differently than the rest of the players. And
You soccer fucking sucks.
oh, speaking of soccer,
Wasn't that great, Tank? I loved as much as you. I'm sure you loved doing it. I loved watching it, and everyone else did too. Your new Tanks vlog on July 25th.
oh,
Was it fun to get back and do another episode and talk sports for a change?
Yes, and then Ed Luz Diaz fucked everything up.
Well, that's life, but still, for a moment there.
Tank.
I fucking hate Ed Luz Diaz.
Let's
I really fucking
let's
hate
light
Ed Luz
let's
Diaz.
lighten the moment, okay? Speaking of bad pitchers, did you see what Tony Fauci did on the first pitch?
Oh yeah,
Hard right. That was the worst opening. That was the worst pitch.
Well, what he was doing was he was social distancing himself in the strike zone and flattening the curve.
He was trying to throw a curve. That's what happened.
flattened it all right.
Somebody got mad at me when I posted that. She said, "Well, let's see how good you can throw it when you're 80. I don't even think you'll be able to get it up to the plate." I have a friend that said, it's,
Was her name Karen?
sounds like another libtard or something.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't say anything these days. Somebody's got an objection.
Yeah, it's a lot like 1984.
Yeah, 1984 is the year we're previewing this year and looking at. And
in many ways, it's been 1984.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, with Big Brother.
Well, with doublespeak, with this change in language and change in rules.
Things you can and can't say.
Maybe I should do my reading.
Yes.
Okay.
Why don't you do your reading?
So the way.
Eric's going to educate us from 1984.
I do a reading from the book. This is a Pete Pascal.
Any background music you want to play for this?
No, let's do it straight.
Okay.
Let's clear my throat.
Coronavirus.
Okay, yeah,
Okay.
it's the corona cough.
Okay.
The frightening thing, he reflected for the 10,000th time as he forced his shoulders painfully backward. With hands on hips, they were gyrating their bodies from the waist, an exercise that was supposed to be good for the back muscles. The frightening thing was that it might all be true. If the party could thrust its hand into the past and say of this or that event, it never happened.
Exactly.
That surely was more terrifying than mere torture and death. The party said that Oceania had never been in alliance with Eurasia. He, Winston Smith, knew that Oceania had been in alliance with Eurasia as short a time as 4 years ago. But where did that knowledge exist? Only in his own consciousness, which in any case must soon be annihilated. And if the others accepted the lie which the party imposed, if all records told the same tale, then the lie passed into history and became truth. Who controls the past, ran the party's slogan, controls the future. Who controls the present, controls the past.
Exactly.
And yet the past, through of its nature alternable, never had altered, never had been altered. Whatever was true now was true from everlasting to everlasting. It was quite simple. All that was needed was an unending series of victories over your own memory. Reality control, they called it. Newspeak, doublethink. To know and not to know, to be conscious of complete truthfulness while telling carefully constructed lies. To hold simultaneously two opinions which canceled out, peaceful protester, knowing them to be contradictory and believing in both of them, to use logic against logic, to repudiate morality while laying claim to it, to believe that democracy was impossible and that the party was the guardian of democracy, to forget whatever it was necessary to forget and then to draw it back into memory again at the moment when it was needed, and then promptly forget it again, and above all to apply the same process to the process itself. This was the ultimate subtlety, consciously to induce unconsciousness, and then once again to become unconscious of the act of hypnosis that you just performed. Even to understand the word doublethink involved the use of doublethink. And sometimes indeed you could put your finger on a definite lie. It was not true, for example, as we claimed in the party handbooks, that the party had invented aeroplanes. He remembered airplanes since his earliest childhood, but you could prove nothing. There was never any evidence.
Okay. Well, it's from the great 1984 from George Orwell.
If that doesn't describe the Democratic National Committee, I don't know what does.
Yeah, or the press, or the voices the press is giving amplification to.
This stuff that's going on in Portland, people just deny.
Telling us that there's denying the truth, and with our own eyes we can see what it is. It's doublespeak. It's exactly what it is.
They're talking. Did they actually had a thing where you don't have to that you can't gather in bars, you can't have indoor dining, you can't have if you go to a bar, you have to have a full meal.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
And chicken wings doesn't count, apparently.
And
no kidding. No chicken wings.
But all social gathering rules go out the window for protesting. And then they had the press had there was all the people on the street that they were protesting, said that there was no concern over COVID with the protests. That there's not been a spike yet. At 24 hours after Donald Trump holds his rally in Tulsa, they said that there's a spike coming out of Donald Trump's rally.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I know. That's a lie. It's getting easier to spot the lies. We're not blind.
What's
this is the media. This is literally what the media does.
What's the point of the meal and the drink thing? What does that have to do with COVID-19, the virus, or anything?
They want to shut down all private business.
But why let people drink when there's a meal, but not when there's no meal?
Because the government wants to control each and every aspect of someone's life.
Well, because bars are closed, but restaurants are open. That's why. And so you qualify your bar as a restaurant, then you say, "Well, I'm not a bar, I'm a restaurant." But then, if you're a bar and you don't have a kitchen out back, and all you're serving were potato chips, the potato chips don't count as a meal. But then neither do chicken wings and other things.
The logic for closing a bar, not a restaurant, is what?
Well, that's back to Frank is alluding Marxist tendencies. That's
I can't even figure that one out. I mean,
it's just
Marxism.
One word: control.
Control.
Sure.
All this is about control.
Let's see what we can get people to give up freely before we take it from them. Yeah, and we see that. And look, Tank, you, I, Jam Dog, and those listening here, we're not the only ones that are aware of this and have this perspective, and thank goodness we aren't, because we are what Nixon referred to as a silent majority. I think we're a silent supermajority, actually. And let's see, they'll try and steal the vote from us in November, but we come in such numbers, we're going to overwhelm them.
Well, I think let's just hope the truth overwhelms.
Yeah, but the truth is whatever the government says it is.
But
I just read that.
People should believe their own eyes and ears.
Yes.
And
so, thankfully, we're not. This isn't Oceania, and we do have a chance.
Think for yourself, and don't be a slave to this news. The stuff that's on the news that's coming from these very dubious sources.
Look, here's a piece of good news. And Tank, they're not talking about this, but I had the chart and I sent it over to Chab Dog yesterday showing that the death rate from COVID is actually on the decline and has been since May.
But they don't mention that.
No, they don't. But that's good news.
Overall death numbers. They mentioned the
overall deaths.
They mentioned the new cases. They mention all the bad news, and they don't tell you they mention the death rate, but they never tell you what the total cure rate is. They don't tell you how many people are being tested. They don't tell you anything. They just continue to just make it so you're just in this constant state of fear and panic.
Yeah, it's disinformation because they really should be saying that, hey, the death rate's going down, so here's some good news for everybody. At least what they really should be doing is basing policy on that, which they're not. And I'm at a loss as to account for it. A reasonable explanation as to why, say, the governor of California wouldn't, when the death rate's dropped in half and every week is ticking downwards. Every week. I mean, it's a pretty good trend.
They have people believing that they will die if they get this, regardless of what the actual facts are. And if you're... The
state in New Jersey sent out a thing: wear a mask or die.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's still not good data on masks. But that being said,
and it's like the official government thing. And then you watch the news; it's almost like they're saying the same thing. It's like the same phrases. It's like total fucking brainwash.
Yes.
The official song, song of America now is, we're gonna wash free thought right out of your head. We're gonna wash free thought right out of your head.
Mm-hmm. The Chab Dog show, we're the only piece standing in the way.
We're trying. We're doing whatever we can. We were going back to, what else do you want to talk about from 1984? We got the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah,
you can play the Super Bowl clip. That's good.
Oh, I got a song for
what?
Guys,
the Washington team football. WTF? The WTFs?
It's the.
Well, let's play this first, and then we'll go. You can do your song.
All right.
It's January 1984. Oh, who blocked that?
That's a cheap touchdown. Yeah, a muffed kick. It's like 3 points.
James Garner.
Yeah, James Garner, silver and black.
The champion Redskins came easily.
Jim Plunkett, pig face.
Yeah,
Before halftime,
He was
Charlie
good.
Sumner put Jack Squirick in.
Yeah,
He told him to
Jack
shadow
Squirick.
Joe Washington, who had burned the Raiders in Week 5 on a screen pass.
Joe Theismann back to pass.
Remember this?
Yeah.
Oh, we read that.
Right on the goal line, too.
The worst moment of Joe Theismann's life.
What was that, Tag?
A year earlier, Theismann made the same mistake
In 1983,
and
the Redskins
was
set
able to
NFL
like
record
knock
for
the
points
ball
in
away
the
from
season.
Kim Bocamper.
In the Super Bowl,
Bocamper. His name I haven't heard in a long
Oh,
time.
really? The pass got deflected or something into the air, and he
It was the
knocked.
same
Yeah.
type of play.
to just 9
It was like at the 3-yard line. Kim Bocamper batted the ball up in the air and was close to. It was like an inch away from doing the same thing that Spyrick did,
Yep.
except that they got batted away from him.
Oh, Todd Christensen.
I remember that now.
Wilson also was an eyewitness to the brilliance of Marcus Allen.
Marcus Allen.
And late in the third quarter,
Oh, this is
he saw a
the
play
this is
that
when he
will
made his
never
run. Let's watch this. This is a great run.
forget. That play was 17 Bob Trey-O.
Even now, whenever I see that highlight, I get tingles.
He had a change of
I remember
direction
John
on this
Facenda
play that
saying,
was
"Here comes
amazing."
Marcus Allen running with the night.
Yeah, Todd
Oh, he's going
Christensen.
to cry.
That's a good memory.
You can't shut Todd Christensen up.
Change your tampon.
Watch this. Boom!
Yeah, he turns around.
It was like slow motion, and nobody could react. Where's Daryl Green?
Where's Daryl Green? Yeah.
Yeah, wasn't he playing?
He came in the next year.
That was a beautiful
Maybe he was
No,
playing.
that was his rookie year.
Yeah, it was his rookie year. Yeah, he just wasn't there.
He got blocked or something.
Sometimes,
Yeah.
and yet I did, avoid some tacklers, but in the end, I ended up where I wanted to end up.
The one thing that stands out to me is that after Marcus's 74-yard run, when you see everybody run out and embrace him, it's at that point in time when I think that the team realized that we were going to be world champions.
Put your mask on.
The sheer delight, almost
What-
to a
what
degree
the-
of
Stand 6 feet
frivolity.
apart.
That's a picture that I think will linger for quite a while.
Yeah,
For
right.
players, the bond that's created is very hard to describe. There's some of these guys that I'm sure I'll run into 20 years later, but we will have a common bond that most people just will not understand.
Ted Hendricks.
And it's a great sense of pride, a great sense of achievement. It is one of the more incredible feelings.
Yep.
Okay, so I was telling Chabdar earlier that I missed that game. I couldn't watch it because I had to work. And I was working up in northern Ontario. I was a guide or instructor, counselor for a survival camp.
Oh, like the guy Bill Murray and Meatballs?
Yeah, but but wintertime. Yeah, not like not like that. Not like that. Survival training stuff.
Rudy the
And
Rabbit.
now the new song that's going to replace "Hail to the Redskins."
Okay.
We're rooting for a team with no name. It is quite a shame because when they get on the field, they're a team with no name. They may not even win a single game.
Do 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 do. Do-do.
In Washington, you got a team with no name. It's quite a shame. You know, when you watch them, they may not even win a game because that's the way it is.
Because there ain't no protesters to give you no pain. Huh?
Don't you think that's a great name for the Redskins?
The team with the no names.
Yeah, that's perfect.
The Washington no names. Yeah. Why couldn't they have at least done that as a fill-in? They're so lame they come up with nothing.
Well,
Absolutely
actually,
nothing.
In the future, they want to have soccer-style names.
That is.
Dallas Cowboys are going to become Dallas City. What you would call the New York Giants are going to become New York United Football Club.
Ooh.
The San Francisco 49ers are going to become San Francisco Progress. The Los Angeles Rams are going to become the Los Angeles Football Club. You're going to have a whole bunch of teams called United Football Club.
I know.
FCLA.
The Manchester Uniteds.
It'll probably happen after we're divided, too. More doublespeak.
Watch the MLS. Look how many fucking teams are named United. And United City, New York City Football Club, LAFC, Atlanta United, Minnesota United, DC United. What the motherfuck?
Soccer fucking sucks.
No, it doesn't.
Yes,
we
it
don't,
does.
We don't want to alienate.
It doesn't
all
count.
soccer
You were
fans.
100% right. Yeah, fuck soccer. It doesn't count. There was no doing tanks vlog for fucking soccer scores. No.
I admit I can't follow Premier
You know my
League.
favorite part of soccer is
The end.
Lying on the
It's
ground,
over.
lying on the ground, pretending you're hurt.
someone. Yeah. Someone like.
Oh, I broke a
He
toenail.
goes down on the ground and it's like, ah! He's pounding on the ground, rolling around.
Pulled a hamstring.
He can't walk. He's like in convulsions, like he's about to die. And all of a sudden, the referee walks by, and all of a sudden, then doesn't give out the penalty, and all of a sudden gets up and he's like gets in a full sprint back across the field. It's a miracle. Ah, Jesus. Amen. 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 Amen.
Frank, would you like a cappuccino? We're going to offer
with a
you
twist?
with a lemon twist. It's
Little
good.
twist?
It's good.
It's very good.
My name is Serge, and how can I help you?
But
I'm
once
looking
you
for
say
Miss
that,
Jenny
don't,
Summers.
have you ever noticed that about soccer?
What?
That these players like roll on the ground like they're dying,
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
and then all of a sudden they get up and it's like Jesus himself came down and healed them.
Oh, they're the best actors. Yeah,
It's-
they get the award for it. That's why we hate the game, because they're a bunch of fakers.
It's the Ferris Bueller routine. Yeah.
Oh no, Ferris Bueller did it way better. He filled a whole movie of it. I watched more than 10 seconds of these loafers these surrender monkeys lying on the floor. No, fuck soccer.
I mean, and then like everyone's offside. Every time there's like a good offensive play, offsides, offsides.
Yeah, I love that rule. It prevents goals.
It just drags things out.
Prevents excitement.
But it wasn't. This is an interesting week, though, Tank. This is the week that El Presidente interviewed the Presidente.
Yeah.
The president. How did that come? Do you have any backstory on how that came about?
What?
I don't know how it really came about, but
That was the thing on Barstool?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, well, it's because
you know what's funny is you see all
Yeah.
the people go.
What's that, Tank?
Hold on.
Oh, thank you.
There it is.
Okay.
no.
I mean, everyone's like saying, "How dare he talk to the president?"
We're going to boycott you like Goya beans. You guys are in big trouble.
You know what's funny is this group Antifa
Yeah.
say that they're anti-fascist, but have you noticed that they are the biggest fascists in the world?
That's what George Orwell was talking about.
They're cover for themselves.
Yeah.
They're cover for themselves.
That's right. You know, George Orwell learned that from Spain. He was there in revolutionary Spain.
This one asshole goes up to this guy's car, who's got that cop American flag on his window.
Yeah, the black and white with the blue stripe.
Starts pouring it
Mhm.
to make it look like a rainbow flag.
Oh, like the African thing?
No, like the gays.
Flag.
Yeah.
Oh.
He says that he forgot to fill in the rest of his colors for his pride flag.
Mm-hmm.
Do they realize that flag, the blue line flag, is supposed to be for officers that died in the line of duty?
No, they don't. And even and some do.
Well, they want to boycott it. They want to call it a racist flag. They want to. It's now they're saying it's the KKK flag.
Yeah, those people. I can't. I don't know. Good question. Do you think they know? I'm thinking they don't, but after listening to George Orwell, I'm not so sure anymore.
You know, there's actually a fire department version of that too.
Yeah, no, it's got a red stripe.
Yeah.
I see them both hanging in my neighborhood. I got
I'll
a fireman.
check that out.
Well, my next door neighbor is a fireman for the Arcadia Fire Department. Remember Arcadia? We drove up there to that auto parts yard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the end of the world right there.
Well, it's right at the foot of the mountains there, but still. You know,
It's where I found the hood to my car.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
But it's like it's like you got 100% agree with all these fucking assholes.
But 100% don't agree. I don't agree. You don't agree.
And you know what I love? You know what I love is people have been de Blasio went out there with Sharpton and painted in front of Trump Tower.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, murders are up like 200% in New York.
Yes.
And while he's painting that mural, a 1-year-old is killed.
Mm-hmm.
Someone pours paint on it, and they don't even waste any time. They repaint it again.
Mm-hmm.
And then
meanwhile, babies are being shot.
And they repaint it again.
Yeah.
Well, just be glad you don't live in Chicago.
New York's getting like Chicago again.
Well, the president will send a surge in there too. But yeah, Lori Lightfoot sure changed her tune this week from being completely to saying, "Oh yeah, come on in. We need help for these problems."
Yeah. Well, when the protesters showed up at her door.
Said that, New York's never been safer.
Well,
It's never been more harmonic.
Yeah, right.
And things are great.
Tell me, what New Yorker believes that, Tank? Who lives there?
The news. The Daily News. New York's hero.
Yeah, again,
de Blasio on there, and they like this, the local news channel 11 says that de Blasio, they have a guy that raps on the news. De Blasio's our hero, no doubt about it. Should be king of New York. De Blasio for New York. De Blasio. And you know what? The channel 11 actually wants when he got inaugurated. We're finally gonna get rid of New York, New York as our theme song. That song is so played out. Let's hear it out. The new song for New York. In New York, concrete jungle things are made up. Yeah, the first day he was in office, he said that New York was played out, and then he had like the New York concrete jungle things.
Looks like he's got a harmonica in his mouth.
I know what song that is. That's a magic marker. Yeah, I know what that song. It's at jeez, isn't that Kanye West?
It's Jay-Z.
And, Jay-Z. And J-Lo or something. Yeah, Jay-Z.
I know Frank's going to vote for. He's going to vote for Kanye West.
That is a pretty cool tune. Don't get me wrong, but hey,
Frank, are you voting for Kanye West?
Yeah, you going to vote for Conway?
Conway West? The birthday party?
Give mental health a chance. He's hiding out in Wyoming, lucky
I want to see Kim Kardashian in the White House.
Oh, my God.
The
Kardashians.
Imagine the Kardashians in the White House.
Actually, wouldn't that be a good follow-up? Yeah, you get Trump as president and then Conway West. I mean, what a perfect follow-up in absurdity.
Maybe Trump should have Conway be his vice president.
No way, he's going to beat Trump. He's going to win.
His life has become Get Out. He wants to divorce her, but he can't.
I think I figured it out. He's got to get rid of Pence and put Conway on the
well, he wants to divorce. Yeah, he does. He's trying to
and then
divorce
he'll get Kardashian to come into the White House once in a while. He'd love that.
I mean, that was the funniest comment ever. And the funny thing is, I actually believe it because the Kardashians, look how they do to men.
Oh, they're a garbage disposal. They just go through it. They get chewed up on the way through.
Just ask Lamar Odom.
Oh, God.
Kardashian, and now he's
Bruce Jenner. I know. Look at Bruce Jenner. It's even worse.
Remember Lamar Odom?
Lamar Odom, yeah.
Is he still in that? Is he still in the hot hooker?
Mr. Bunny Ranch?
Isn't he still there? He went back.
No, I think that's finally over. But
okay.
Before he got married to the Kardashians, never had a problem.
No.
Now he's a crackhead.
Oh, yeah.
Why is that?
And
Like-
now Kanye West is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Well, he sure is. Yeah, he's talking about he's going to abort his daughter.
Oh God, I would. Oh man, I'm just thinking about his wife.
I mean, I can understand the guilt about that, but he didn't abort his daughter, so that's what he needs to focus on. She's alive.
The Kardashians that is just one fucked up family.
It's a train wreck.
Kardashians.
We were talking about OJ
I
today.
honestly think they're
Yeah.
a group of succubuses.
You want
Succubuses, for real? Like literal succubuses?
Yes.
That's like biblical, man.
Oh, by the way, do you know they finally announced the name of the Seattle hockey franchise?
Yes. Well, do you want to say it? I know who they are. That's a good rum as well.
Seattle Kraken.
Yes.
Is that they're going to be in the NHL next year?
Yes.
21, 22.
The Seattle Crackheads.
I'm surprised I haven't heard that. Yeah, no one said crackheads yet.
What are they called?
Kraken.
Seattle Kraken.
What the hell is a kraken?
Kraken's this like massive, scary octopus.
Mythical sea squid.
Sea squid, yeah, but like bigger than a boat.
Oh come on! Nobody knows what that is.
Yes,
It's like a Loch Ness monster or something.
Yeah, we all know what that is.
Yes, I do. There was like a what was it? Clash of the Titans remake with Liam Neeson.
Yeah.
And Liam Neeson in there has the Liam Neeson says release the Kraken.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't they just call them the Octopussies or something?
Well, crackheads, octopussies.
Something that people can have an immediate a Kraken. I'm gonna have to remember that. Okay.
By the way, there's a after Liam Neeson made that statement in the remake of Clash of the Titans. People say release the Krakens when you take a big shit.
I've heard it used that way before too.
Do we know what the mascot looks like? We seen this?
I haven't seen the mascot yet, but like I said, it's a mythical sea creature
With a lot of tentacles.
Yep.
So,
It's a giant squid.
And Liam Neeson played Zeus in that movie, by the way.
Zeus.
Clash of the Titans.
Wow.
So
Liam
there's a scene where he goes,
Neeson.
release the Kraken.
Yeah.
He's a big man.
Yeah, one of his lesser acting jobs, but decent movie. Just an action flick.
It's like Greece mythology, I believe, is where the Kraken comes from, and it's like a giant like sea squid.
Mm-hmm.
So
which division? They're going to go into the Western? Or is it going to make it
Pacific? They're going to be in the
Pacific? I mean, and will it be
Yes.
the odd team out? Is it going to make it an odd or even division? Or
Well, no, all teams are going to have 8.
so there could be another one added? Somebody else coming in?
Well, no, right now there's 8 teams in all divisions except for the Central.
Okay.
And someone's going to move over from the Pacific to the Central.
Okay.
And then we'll have 8 across. I believe it's going to be. I believe Phoenix is going to be the team that moves over to the Central.
Yeah, that was actually my next question
Phoenix?
because I've got word that something's up in Phoenix. So is that what's up? I thought it might even be contemplating a move. Are they going to stay in the city of Phoenix?
That's possible too.
They got a nice rink though. The facility's great. I've gone to a few games over there over the years.
Yeah, but they just cannot draw fans to save their lives.
No, even with Gretzky, they were never.
We're going into a break.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Get ready.
Yeah, one of those teams in the Pacific is going to go over to the Central.
Okay. Yeah, it would make sense to you.
It might even be the Avalanche that go over to the Central.
Yeah, I think the Avalanche,
would make even more sense.
Would be more sensible than Phoenix.
Yeah, because Phoenix is on the Western time. Well, part of the year it's on the Western time zone. They don't do daylight time.
Teams is they're going to keep the Canadian teams. They're going to keep the 2 Alberta teams. Vancouver, that's going to stay out west. The California teams are going to stay in the Pacific. They're going to add Seattle, and I forgot who it's either going to be the Avalanche or the Coyotes go to the Central.
Okay.
Interesting.
Well, we're gonna start. We hit 10 o'clock, so I think.
Yeah, we'll head for the break.
We'll head for the break, Frank. It was great having you on.
It's great to have you back.
Always welcome to stay
celebrate
on if you want. And I hope the Mets have a better Game 3 of that series. I mean, I like their chances this year. I don't think all hope is lost.
Well, not yet, but we'll see.
All right, well, that was a great Frank Fleming from Sports Encyclopedia, Barstool Sports. And we're going to go to our break right now, be back in about 10 minutes, and we should have Brian Keller from Sports Rock on next.
Joining us at that time.
Yes.
Meantime, you are tuned to Chab Dog Sports Talk.
What are you going to play here?
Broadway Danny Rose?
Oh, but what about the promo and everything?
Oh, yes. That's what am I thinking here?
We're a little out of sequence here. Gotta keep the lights on. Gotta pay for the advertising.
Stick around for more on the Chab Dog Sports Talk Radio Show.
We're told that greatness is exceptional when it should be expected. You choose every day to live your life intentionally, without apology for how bright your light may shine. So go be great. Go be brilliant. Go be you. Go defy life. The Defy Life movement is one that speaks to each of us in its own way. Defy Life Gear speaks to us all by reminding us that one size does not fit all. Visit DefyLifeGear.com to get fitted for greatness.
The law office of Brandon S. Chabner, serving clients in Southern California with transactional legal services since 2007. We handle general, corporate, outside counsel type work, drafting and negotiating a wide variety of business and commercial contracts, including non-disclosure agreements, independent contractor agreements, and employment agreements. Our experience includes working with public and private companies and involves a broad range of industries, including healthcare, consumer products, real estate, and high technology. Mr. Chabner has over 20 years of legal experience, having worked for some larger national firms and serving as general counsel for a multi-million-dollar private company here in Southern California before starting his own legal practice. His educational credentials include a law degree from UCLA, where he was on law review, undergraduate degree at Yale, where he graduated magna cum laude, and an MBA from Harvard Business School. Other areas of focus for Chabner Law include press release and business plan editing, pre-litigation matters, and debt and mortgage resolution work. You can contact us at 310-698-0740 and at bchabner@chabnerlaw.com.
Like Chab Dog says, he was 100% right.
He can take all comers.
You know the first time I saw you do Mason? It was backstage at the Sullivan Show. You were brilliant. And I was there with Danny Rose. Remember Danny Rose? Yeah, he was handling an act, the manager. He was handling an act on a one-legged tap dancer. Right. It was his normal handling, Danny Rose. Yeah, always the best.
May I say one word? Matt, I just interject one concept at this juncture? You're looking for somebody for Memorial Day weekend. My blind xylophone player, okay? The man would be perfect for your room.
Forget it.
What, Philly, would you hear me out? Will you please hear me out? The man is a beautiful man. He's a fantastic individual.
My hotel gets old Jewish people. They're blind. They ain't gonna pay to see a blind guy.
All right. So forget that then. How about Herbie Jason's birds? Herbie Jason's birds. They're little birds. They peck tunes out on a piano. It's a beautiful thing. Oh, all right. What about my one-legged tap dancer? Take him for a weekend. My one-legged. All right. My one-armed juggler.
Not for my hotel.
All right, what about Lou Canova? My Italian singer, would be great.
Lou Canova's a dumb, fat, temperamental has-been with a drinking problem.
Jesus, what about Eddie Clark's penguin? That's a perfect Eddie Clark and his penguin. The penguin skates on the stage dressed as a rabbi. It's hilarious. The penguin's got a beard like a...
I'll tell you what, Denny. Give me Sonny Chase. He's the best act you got. He's fast, he's funny.
I don't handle Sonny anymore.
Since when?
Oh, it's a long story, Philly. Really, I discovered the kid. He slept on my sofa. I supported him. I don't want to badmouth the kid, but he's a horrible, dishonest, immoral louse. And I say that with all due respect.
I know, Danny.
They get a little success and then they leave you.
That's my point. Believe me, Philly, if I had all the acts in this business that I started that made it, I'd be a rich man today.
I'd like to help you, Danny. But Weinstein's Majestic Bungalow Colony is a classy place, and I need a classy act.
Well, that's why I want to show you this lady. She is the Yasha Heifetz of this instrument. She is really something. You got to see this, Philly. It's absolutely incredible. Never took a lesson. Self-taught. Next year, Philly, my hand to God, she's going to be at Carnegie Hall. But I let you have her now at the old price, okay? Which is anything you want to give me. Anything at all, Philly.
I remember that woman that played the glass.
You have never seen acts like this in your life. I mean, this guy would work his tail off for these acts. I mean, if he believed in an act, he would go all out.
Danny, my partner wants me to open up with the Sasha, but I think I should open up with the swan or the giraffe. The swan is pretty and it fascinates the people. Or have an animal of this type.
I think your partner's right. You should open up with the dachshund, and then you should move on and build to the giraffe. I think you should close with the giraffe because it's got more impact.
Really?
If you take my advice, I think you're going to become one of the great balloon folding acts of all time. Really, because I don't see you just folding these balloons in joints. You know, you listen to me. You're going to fold these balloons at universities and colleges. You're going to make your snail and your elephant on Broadway. You know what I mean? But the thing to remember is before you go out on stage, you got to look in the mirror. You got to say your 3 S's: star, smile, strong.
Star, smile, strong.
You know, Danny used to be a performer himself.
Yeah, sure. Well, he worked at Catskills. Yeah, did all the old jokes and stole from everybody. He was exactly the kind of comic you think he'd be.
Tell me, God bless you, darling. Let me ask you a question, sweetheart. How old are you? Just tell me how old you are.
81.
81 years old. Isn't that fantastic? No, really. She's 81. It's fantastic. I mean, it's just unbelievable. You don't look a day over 80. No, I mean, I'm just kidding, darling, really. I love you, sweetheart. You're really, really beautiful. What sign are you, darling? You know what sign you are?
What?
What? She says what? She's great. But I drove up here today. I love driving. You know, you run across so many interesting people. And I saw a terrible accident. 2 taxi cabs collided. 30 Scotchmen were killed.
But his acts were so devoted.
Yeah.
I loved him. Where are you going to find that kind of devotion today? You
I
can't show
gotta tell you
it
something,
today.
though. The funniest Danny Rose story is the time he's handling a hypnotist. Okay, and he's got the guy, a hypnotist. And he's got the guy working the Catskill Mountains, and the guy brings up this little old Jewish lady, and he hypnotizes her.
Tessie, wees mir, was ist getan zu meinem body is warm. You see, it's a good sign. The body is warm. Tessie, let's go. I promise you, if your wife never wakes up again, I promise you I will take you to any restaurant of your choice. Do you like Chinese food? Do you like Chinese food?
I couldn't get your service. I had a crisis. A cat ate one of my birds. I had to cancel the show, and now Ralph doesn't want to pay.
What are you talking about? He doesn't want to pay. What do you mean you don't want to pay? A cat ate his bird. That comes under the Act of God clause.
He gets paid if he does a show only, that's all. Look, it was a lead bird. Remember Pee-wee, the one who used to peck September song? I couldn't reach it.
Pee-wee's got... Ralph, what are you doing? Pee-wee has now been eaten by a feline. Remember, Pee-wee gave us many a laugh and tear.
Danny, I don't pay no birds that don't work.
Isn't that lovely? I've always loved the way that Gloria plays the glass.
Hey, you know, that's just great. Hey, look. Hey, baby, look. Wonderful.
Hey, I got the frozen turkeys.
All
right, here you go. Thank you, Danny. Give me a little more there. God love you. Here's your frozen turkey.
Thank you. Yeah, but believe me, the frozen is just as good as the real.
You got it?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and the frozens are much cheaper than the real ones, you know?
Can I help?
No, sit there. You'll fall over. Yeah, just dig in. Don't hesitate. This is really great. Would you like a drink or something?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah? There's some tab over there, and there's some club soda. You know, give us some Coke. Excuse me 1 second. Hello? Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's right. It's the twins. It's the twins. Yes, sure. Oh, sure, darling, sure. Yes, and the new noses are good? Yes, well, sure.
Oh, Mia Farrow. All right, we're back. Second part of second hour of Chab Dog Sports Talk. The the What's in Store 1984 show, and we just got done speaking with Frank Fleming, and this hour is usually a little less focused on the Mets since Frank's not going to be here. So
he could focus on the Mets for
we
another
have
hour
more
and
free reign.
Ed lost Diaz.
Yeah, Ed lose Diaz.
Ed lose Diaz.
Hey, we can look at do you want to pull up the top 10 movies in 1984?
Yeah. And I was really surprised. I've actually seen 5 of these.
I think I've
which is
seen
the most of any year yet that we've
I
reviewed.
didn't see the Star Trek 3.
I saw that. Okay, so number 1 was Beverly Hills Cop.
Yeah.
Or let's actually you want to go from the back. Let's go from the back. Number 10. So the 10th. This surprised me. I never. This is with Daryl Hannah. Splash.
Yeah, Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks, Daryl Hannah. Yeah, I've never seen it all the way
Wilford
through.
Brimley, Don Amici.
No, that's
Yeah.
That's not Splash. That's
yes.
No, it's an extraterrestrial film. Don Amici and where they come down, they have these pods in the pool.
That's Splash.
That's not Splash.
Yeah, it is.
Is that Splash where the aliens are there too?
Brian Dennehy.
And the aliens. So there's aliens and there's she's a mermaid.
Man, you don't remember that?
I guess I do now. I thought that was 2 different movies. Okay.
Wait a second. You're right. Maybe I'm getting confused.
Well, you're really confused. Yeah, I'm believing you.
What the hell was Splash about then?
She's just like a mermaid swimming in the sea, and she meets Tom Hanks, and Tom Hanks wants to bone her, but she's like, I don't know where you can stick it in me.
God, I'm really...
Yeah, and Wilford Brimley.
I really must be...
Yeah, and they were in Florida. They were in a nursing home in Florida, dude.
This must be really strong stuff.
It is. Tangerine dreams.
Wait, what was
You're
the
having
one,
a tangerine
What
dream.
was the one with the pool and the pod and the pool and the old people swimming?
In Florida at a nursing home. Yeah,
What
and
is that one?
I don't remember the name of it, but that's not Splash.
That's a great movie, though.
It's a great movie. Yeah, that's a good movie.
It's not. That's not E.T. though.
No.
Well, what the hell is it?
Just mixing it up.
So what was Splash about? A mermaid and Tom Hanks meeting a mermaid?
Yeah.
1984. Yeah, that's
Tom Hanks, Daryl Hannah, John Candy,
Yeah.
and Eugene Levy involves a young man who falls in love with a mysterious woman who is secretly a mermaid.
Yeah, that's a cute movie.
Yeah, so they just spend the whole movie he tries to figure out which hole to stick it in. It's just horrible.
That's a cute movie, but it didn't really do it before.
No. And then number 9,
Star Trek.
Star Trek 3, Search for Spock. That's surprising because that movie, out of all the Star Trek movies they made, that's probably the worst one. Next to the first movie. I'd say the first movie is the worst, and this is probably but this is tied for worst, so. Romancing the Stone.
Yes, Michael Douglas.
Yes, and
Kathleen Turner.
Thank you, Kathleen Turner.
I like that. I like the song to that movie.
That's Eddie Grant.
Eddie Grant had a good opening song to that
sort
movie.
Sort of a one-hit wonder.
And,
Romancing the Stone. So that was a good movie.
Romancing the Stone.
And then Footloose.
Footloose, yeah. Footloose, I didn't really love that movie. But
I didn't either, but it was super popular. It's one of those movies that was super popular, but I didn't like it. I didn't catch on, but it was super popular.
One of Kevin Bacon's offerings and one of his least favorite ones.
Yep.
And then, of course, Police Academy
number 6
came in at $81 million.
$81 million.
Wow.
Where they probably cost them $8,000. $80,000 to make it.
That was Bubba Smith was in that. You know. That?
All kinds of great big stars were in that movie. Yeah.
Who else?
He's probably Brian.
Oh, who we got calling in?
Oh no! Why can't I see?
Oh no!
There we go. There we got it.
Now we got a caller 2 on, Brian Keller from Sports Rock.
Our
hey, Brian.
second hour co-host.
Hey,
Brian Keller.
Guys.
And Brian, remind me, what city or spot are you in California?
Banning.
I hail from Banning, California.
Banning, California. There we go.
Banning, yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, I just want to give a shout out to Banning.
Yeah, it's probably pretty hot there, right? What's the temperature there?
85?
90s?
Yeah, it's been 90 plus for pretty much the last 2 weeks now.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
we get into these phases, we're just going to go into another couple of triple-digit days here coming up. Yeah.
Thank God, Brian, that you're able to enjoy your white man privileges of air conditioning.
Oh, yeah. Privileged white. Disgusting privileged white man. Go take a bath.
Yes, I've got my, 99 today, triple digits.
Whoa.
I got 106 by Thursday, they say.
Wow. Yeah, we're coming into the real dog days of summer here.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. So, do you have a pool outside your house?
What's that?
Do you have a pool outside your house?
No, I'm not that privileged.
Oh.
But even if you did, that's,
it's kind of an important thing in there.
106 degrees, a pool's not so important at 106.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I just have a small yard. I mean, I could put in a small pool, but...
Oh, yeah, you know what? You're an hour's drive from my place. You're 79 miles away. I see where Banning is, yeah.
Is it near Palm Springs?
That shows...
Is that near Palm Springs?
Well, it's on the way there, yeah. It's just before Palm Springs. Oh, yeah, Banning. It's up... aren't you? I thought you were elevated there.
What's that?
Well, isn't Banning, it's just before you come into Palm Springs, and then you drop... Like, Banning, what's your elevation there? You got to be 2,000 feet.
Pretty much. Yeah, how about... Yeah.
Yeah.
2,000 feet. Yeah, we're right at the... Well, they call it the Banning Pass.
Yeah, Banning Pass. Yeah, that's right.
San Gorgonio Pass is also sometimes considered... we're basically at the foot of San Gorgonio Mountain.
Yeah, that's...
I guess Big Bear.
Uh-huh.
On the other side of that.
It's very fertile land there. Big agricultural country, isn't it?
Yeah.
Lots of farms, lots of ranches.
Don't they have
people working in
don't they all have all those windmills?
Yeah, you're right. This is like this is like the end of suburban civilization.
Yeah, I was going to say end of civilization.
The greater Los Angeles area.
Yeah.
And then about, at the end of town, it just becomes completely empty, and you start dropping into the desert.
Yeah, then you slip down the hill, and then you come into where the windmills are, down below.
Mm-hmm.
Right,
Windmills.
exactly, yeah. So I have to go to the...
That's a good location. Convection.
Yeah, it's nice. I got my doctors are out in Palm Springs, because that's actually...
That's closer to you, yeah.
Closer for me than trying to get down to Riverside or something.
Lucky you.
But,
you ever go to...
drive by those windmills all the time.
Yeah. I always marvel at all those windmills.
I remember when they weren't there. I drove past them when it was just empty. I think I preferred it that way.
I've been in Southern California since the late 60s, so yeah. I remember
you've seen you've seen it.
I remember when they were putting those up, and next time you'd haul it this way, then there'd be more and more.
So we're doing 1984 this year,
as a year,
and we were going through some of the top films, and did you know Police Academy was number 5, right?
Number 6. Yeah, grossing $81 million. Imagine that. In 1984 dollars, Police Academy grossed $81 million.
That's simple. That's a lot of money, man.
That's a lot of money. Probably made $800,000.
But it was a good movie. Do you want to play that clip?
Oh, yeah.
We got a great clip.
It was that successful. I knew it was successful.
Yeah. They're going to use these.
Well, we already did this.
They're going to use these kind of podiums when Trump and Biden have their
we already
debate.
Did that clip, though.
No, we didn't play it, though.
Oh, shit.
No, we didn't play it. We're going to play these the podium scene. That's really funny. Oh, Eric, what did you do with it?
I just made it go away.
What?
Give me a sec.
Oh, my God.
I wrong click.
It took me so much time to find that.
It'll take me less to bring it up again here.
Oh, please. There it is. Okay. Yeah, this was a really good speech.
Here? Yeah. You want to do it in a podium?
All my life.
Right.
I'll be right back.
Where are you going?
Well, I'm not really the customer. The real customer will be here any second now, okay?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Gentlemen, please follow me.
we have a very, very fine slide presentation for you. Please take your seats. I think you'll find there's plenty of room for everybody. Thank you. First of all, I'd like to say how sorry I am that everybody could not make it today. For those here, I think you'll find the presentation interesting as well as very, very stimulating. Could we have the lights turned down? Now, this first slide shows a very, very interesting thing. Our main building. In slide 2, we see another view.
Okay, so you know the joke. You know what's happening right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Kind of reminds me of Trump.
Well.
His mouth, yeah.
Let us look at this slide for a moment without comment. I think it speaks for itself.
Closing his eyes. Smiling.
Smiling, well, with forced smile.
It's a weird smile, though.
If I could sit
the
back up.
lights, please. Well, I hope this was as much fun for you as it was for me. Let's have lunch, shall we? And maybe smoke a cigarette?
A cigarette. He's walking away from the podium. Now he's looking back.
Then he's gonna, everyone else has left the room, and he looks back to see who's under there. And guess what?
Steve Guttenberg.
Smiling.
Good speech.
There you go. And then he sneaks back into there and doesn't reveal there's a woman there, too. Leading you to believe, leading him to believe.
The guy thinks he's gay now.
Oh, jeez.
But that's an interesting philosophical question. Are you?
It actually, well, it made me,
you're not. It's not really a homosexual act if you don't know that it's homosexual. That's a man.
The proposition made me sick to my stomach when I saw it then, and just as it still does today.
I don't know.
Anyway, that was number 6
you remember
on
that?
the list.
You remember that, Brian?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Of course he does. He's laughing. And then number 5, where the hell did this come from?
The Karate Kid.
The Karate
I hate
Kid.
that movie.
I know.
It's
Well, I
always
hate
on
it. It's
TV
like,
also,
yeah,
and I'm like,
just,
why are they showing this? Who cares about this movie? Did you like that movie?
Do you know anything about it?
The Karate Kid.
Yeah, not your demographic, eh?
Pat Morita.
Yeah, I like
Ralph,
Pat Morita. From
Ralph Macchio.
Ralph. Yeah, from Happy Days, but outside of that. Somehow it got in number 5.
It, yeah, I don't know. It was just my kids got into it later on, but they weren't even born when it came out.
Number 4 was Gremlins.
I saw this one.
That was.
Oh yeah, Gremlins.
Yeah,
that was one everybody saw.
Don't get them wet. Don't feed them after midnight.
I mean, this was a huge year in terms of some of the numbers. In Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, that was a big one. That was
almost $180 million.
Yeah, I'm sure it cost a lot to make, but
not 100, not even close to 180. The margin on that must have been incredible.
Well, because it was all computer stuff, right?
Well, there wasn't computer. They just had a lot of props. Yeah, they didn't have.
They had a lot of props.
Yeah, didn't have a lot of CG.
Oh.
The CG was starting while the Terminator was that year.
Yeah. Although it wasn't Terminator launched, it came out in the fall of '84, but didn't. They didn't collect its box office until they recorded as '85.
And then number 2 was this movie that I also don't like called Ghostbusters.
Really?
It's always I don't get anything out of that. I don't know. I'm not a science fiction guy, so if anything,
It's not science fiction. It's a freaking comedy, dude.
About ghosts. I don't know.
No, you got Bill Murray. You got Rick Moranis.
I didn't like it.
Probably
I'm sorry.
My favorite movie is that year. I gotta say.
Is what?
I mean, just combining the whole ghost searching thing, ghost hunter thing was kind of a thing.
Mm.
And then it's very clever. The whole thing was very clever and unique, especially at the time.
You're speaking of Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters, yeah.
Oh, so one of your favorite
So
movies.
you
So
like
here
it.
Chab Dog's dumping
I'm
on
severely
it.
on the other end of
Brian's
this.
one of Brian's favorite.
we have to agree to disagree. That's all. And
I'm in the middle. I saw it at a drive-in.
I didn't
when
mind
it was
the-
new. I remember the summer night I saw it. It was a beautiful time. It was one of the best.
Usually
drive-in
I like Bill
experiences
Murray.
I ever had.
Usually I like Bill Murray.
Uh-huh.
This is weird. I didn't like it.
Oh, I thought he had a great,
And Harold
great
Ramis.
You
And
didn't see Harold Ramis that often. He's usually
that
directing.
was one of his prime roles,
Yep.
as well as the other two guys. The guy that made it was the other guy, of course, Aykroyd and
Yeah.
Ivan Reitman. Yeah.
You're Reichman.
Right. And then Beverly Hills Cop was huge. God,
That's number one.
That was even more.
You mentioned $234 million, almost $235 million. I mean, that if Eddie Murphy wasn't already big, that pretty well
That put him over the top.
it ended that question. Yeah, huge.
Yeah.
Huge box office. And that was his number one. They made Beverly Hills Cop 2, and they made follow-ups, but massive. Yeah, that money, maybe that cost $23 million.
We don't
to
have
make.
a clip from Beverly Hills Cop, do we?
Yes, we do.
Oh,
It's
we
all
do.
queued up and ready to go. Yeah, we
yeah.
have been dying to play it. Here, check this
Now,
out.
do you know who the guy is that played Surge in this scene, Brian? Listen.
You saw this movie, right?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Okay.
Wasn't a big one with me, but
Well, you might recognize this clip.
I'm fine. My name is Serge, and how can I help you?
Yeah, I'm looking for Miss Jenny Summers.
It's very busy today.
Very busy.
Very
Will you
busy
give me your
today.
name?
My name's Axel Foley.
And what it's pertaining?
I didn't understand what you said.
Pertaining, what it's meaning, regarding.
Oh, what's it regarding?
Pertaining.
I'm an old acquaintance of hers.
Danae? One moment.
One mama.
Danae.
Don't run and tell me, Summers, that Mr. Ahmed Foley is here to
Ahmed.
see.
Axel Foley.
Achwell
Axel.
Foley is here to see her. He's our old acquaintance. Donnie, cover this up. It's like the grease of a dog to scrub for the customer.
Scrub the
It's
customer.
not sexy, it's animal.
Big hairy chest poking through.
Isn't that sexy? It's
Wine,
animal.
a cocktail, espresso.
No, I'm fine, thank you.
I'll make it myself right back there with a little lemon twist. It's good. You should try it.
No, I'm fine.
I see you look at this piece.
Yeah, I was wondering how much something like this went for.
$130,000.
Get the fuck out of here!
No, I cannot. It's serious because it's very
No, I
important
cannot.
piece.
Have you ever sold one of these?
Sold it yesterday to a collector.
Get the fuck out of
It's
here!
serious. I said it myself.
Axel Foley, what on earth are you doing here?
How you doing?
I'm fine. Hold a second. I'll be right down.
Great. Excuse me, Serge.
Serge. Anyway, that was funny.
Yep. A great moment for Bronson Pinchot.
Wow. How do you remember that name? Bronson Pinchot.
Oh, yeah.
Great name, though.
And he was on that TV show.
Oh,
Yeah, Bosom Buddies?
TV show.
Bronson was on one?
Yes, he was. For many years.
Yeah, what was that show?
Bosom Buddies?
Was it Bosom Buddies?
No.
No?
No, he was with some other curly-haired guy. What the hell was that show?
Mm-hmm.
It was obviously a comedy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like a
played
thir-
a Russian dude.
Yeah.
Like a sitcom?
Yeah, it was a sitcom. It was a 30-minute sitcom comedy.
Don't be ridiculous.
Is that what it's called?
Tagline.
Yeah. That was his tagline.
I gotta figure that out. Well, you could just
we can look
IMDb him, and then you can find it out that way.
Winston Pinchot.
Well, I'm sure Brian's looking it up right now, aren't you, Brian?
Yep.
Yep. He's on it.
Perfect Strangers.
Oh, Perfect Strangers, of course. Yeah, now I can picture the promo for it. Sure.
I think Bronson went to Yale, or he has some connection with Yale.
Mm-hmm.
That's why.
He's a good
that
actor.
thing. Yeah, Yale's a great drama school.
So do you think he really is gay? Because there's this controversy today that if you're
What?
only a gay man, a gay actor, a gay man can play a gay actor playing a gay man. You know what I'm saying?
Why?
Because otherwise,
who came up with that? I know it's the same rule about when blackface and
yeah, that's it.
Yeah, but
blacks have to be blacks, women have to portray women,
but that's
trans have to portray trans, and gays have to portray gays.
Look at all the gay men that have been actors that have portrayed straight men.
I know, Rock Hudson, Liberace,
Rock Hudson, Cary Grant.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I mean, why should a gay man be stuck in a gay man's role?
Hey, you're not going to get any argument here, but that's what they're trying to tell us. That's the image. That's the image that's trying to be put down.
Get out of here!
Yeah, exactly.
Get out of here!
Al Pacino made a movie named Cruising.
I know. That was, yeah.
That was directed by Friedland. Al Friedland.
Did you see that movie?
I years ago, so I don't.
You don't remember if it was good?
No, I don't think I've ever seen that one.
I think the depiction of homosexuality disturbed me enough that I couldn't finish the film.
Really?
Yeah.
I'd like to see that. Just to...
I'm not sure I could. Maybe I could finish it today, but I had trouble finishing it before.
Another classic that year, one of my favorites was this is Spinal Tap.
Oh yeah, big bottom girls.
Did you see it?
Yeah.
I've never seen it. I've only seen pieces of it, and of course, the legend speaks for itself.
Yeah, you ever sung the Stonehenge song? That's hilarious. We could play that.
Oh, yeah.
You want to find that? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember watching that in college. I was a freshman or sophomore, and I saw it with a bunch of my friends. And
it was so clever.
Yeah,
it was just good. That was Rob Reiner.
Yeah.
Our favorite guy, Rob Reiner. Yeah.
He's talented.
Going
Stonehenge, Spinal Tap.
We added 11 to our volume here. So.
Or do you want to hear Big Bottom Girls? Do you want to hear Big Bottom Girls instead?
Oh, whatever the funniest thing is, you guys know this better than me.
Yeah, Big Bottom Girls. See if you can find that Spinal Tap, Big Bottom Girls. Big Bottom. Yeah, there it is. Big Bottom Spinal Tap. Yeah.
Live TV from 85 plus channels. Watch.
Yeah, let's just talk over the ads here for a moment.
Get the ads in there.
Now Samsung's presenting something.
How can you got 2 ads now, not just one?
I know, they love me. Here we go.
Turn it up.
Maxed out. Yeah, dual neck guitar.
Look at the guitar.
They got the hair down. Red checkered pants. This guy with a bare chest.
Mm-hmm. Is that guy Lenny or Squiggy from Lenny from Laverne and Shirley?
Yeah, one of them is.
Yep, Michael McKean.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, one of them is. Wow. Yeah. It's well hidden, but that's it.
And Harry Shearer were the others.
Big bottom, about bun cakes, my girl's got 'em. How could I leave this behind? It's good lyrics. My lucky bun day.
Velvety cheek day. It's like a cake. I'm going to eat you like a cake. Mud flaps.
One more verse here.
Okay.
He's got red checkered
Shake
pants
that
on.
money maker.
All right.
Yeah, that was a great film. Look at there. Harry Shearer was
Harry Shearer.
Mm-hmm.
one of them. I remember listening to him on the radio back in the old early 70s. He had a radio comedy group he was part of called the Credibility Gap.
Oh, yeah.
Did a lot of political humor back in the day.
Wow.
And that McKean and Squiggy, the guys that played Lenny and Squiggy,
Yeah.
were also part of the team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember Squiggy, but I remember Lenny, as Lenny was playing the guitar in that song.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a talented guy.
Yes. And Shearer, of course, brilliance
Mm-hmm.
behind The Simpsons for all those years.
Right,
Oh, yeah,
right.
yeah. He plays the majority of the character voices on there.
Yeah. He collects, and again, now here's another guy who can't do some voices now because he's not an ethnic character. He's a white guy. He's a white Jewish guy, but he can't do.
I saw The Naturals that year.
Oh, yes. Yeah, wasn't that? That's one of the best baseball movies ever.
Mhm.
Paul Newman and
Wilford Brimley.
Faye Dunaway. Who was the female?
Who was it?
Glenn Close.
Glenn Close, thank you. Glenn Close.
Redbird.
Yeah, and Wilfred Brimley.
Yes, Wilford Brimley. I can't even say it.
Brimley.
Glenn Close and Kim Basinger was in there.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a spooky film. Hey,
Yeah.
that was filmed in Buffalo, where the Blue Jays are apparently going to be playing now.
Do you know it was based on a true story, The Natural? I mean,
yes, you're right.
The part about the guy the player getting stalked.
Well, the part
shot.
of getting at the Wonder Bat too.
Oh,
Wonder Bat was a true story.
But
player getting stalked. That's probably
Eddie
I mean,
Waitkiss
number
a guy got stalked by a woman and shot.
Wow.
After a Cubs game, and he wasn't killed though. He came back, but pretty scary.
Very.
So we didn't talk about the Celtics Lakers playoff series. That was, I thought I thought that was the best finals I've ever seen. It was a 7-game series. The Lakers had a great team, but the Celtics were just a little better. They won in 7 games. You remember that?
Yep.
Magic looks so sad.
Yeah.
Want to turn it up a little? Dick Stockton and Tommy Heinsohn did this. Nice job.
Wow.
Oh, I was so excited watching this. ML Carr, baby. Celtics were up by 7 points with 25 seconds left, and everybody just assumed they were going to win. But look at this.
I think so.
All these people are they're on the court. I mean, they'll show it.
Well, they have tear gas. They use tear gas, right?
Yeah. Move those protesters away.
Get them off the court.
And look at it. It's bedlam there.
Well, it's a Boston. Yeah. These Boston people are pretty obnoxious, aren't
Like
they?
imagine
a whole crowd full of marks.
40,000 marks.
Yeah. Well, thanks.
Look, they're just right. It's
they're right on the base. They're right on the
Kenny
line.
Black, you play the game with the people like that.
Holy. Yeah, they're right on the out of bounds marker.
Get back.
And they're not moving back.
It has been labeled.
Imagine this. Imagine this happening today, right? It couldn't. There's no social
distancing.
distance.
I could. You're right.
There's no social distancing
There's
at
no crowds.
all.
You're right.
At all.
The cardboard cutouts cannot do this. we could animate. What if we made animations of ourselves so we could actually be there, and then we could put a 3D helmet on to observe everything we're watching?
We'd
from our
probably
3D
pay.
mannequin.
You could pay to be.
We could build those things right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not? That's a good business. Let's talk about that.
You walk into Met Stadium there.
It was bedlam because.
Oh, this is crazy.
I want to see what happens when it's over. You got.
But they call it a protest. And this would happen because they just call it a protest.
Got a lot of Hall of Famers on that court, Brian.
I mean, the fans are on the freaking court,
Bird,
they're standing where the coaches are and everything.
Kareem
Knocked
Bird,
out of bounds into a fan.
Parrish,
Bounced
Magic,
off a cop.
James Worthy. I mean, this probably set a record, right, for most Hall of Famers.
I would imagine too.
And Larry Bird's never looked whiter.
Larry!
He's in the sea of black.
This is beautiful. They foul him with 10 seconds left. There's Frank.
Frank is a young boy. 18. Yeah, right. Get off the court, kid.
It's a big, sort of a chubby.
Sort of like a redhead.
Redhead with a
short
mustache.
redhead with a
he's got a
horrible stash.
He's got a Harvard. It's an Italian Harvard T-shirt.
Yeah, he's just fat, but he's thin fat.
Yeah, I'm looking at this team roster. Oh my God.
McHale. I mean, the Celtics had.
You got team roster up there?
4 or 5 people in the Hall of Fame on that team.
The Lakers had Jabbar, Michael Cooper, Eddie Johnson, Eddie Jordan, Mitch Kupchak, Bob McAdoo was a backup center.
They had Bob McAdoo.
Yeah, look, he's the whitest I've ever seen him.
Nader, Kurt Rambis, Jamal Wilson, James Worthy.
Oh, Kurt Rambis. Okay.
Yeah.
He's the one that messes around with the Lakers today.
Yeah, that's it. The countdown begins.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
Turn it.
4, 3, 2. Okay, it's over.
Ah! The players are getting mobbed.
Oh my goodness!
Look at that mess.
It's like they're
Look at that mess.
It's like a slam dance. Everyone's on top of each other.
Holy
and
shit.
getting forced even closer by the pressure of the crowd.
Yeah, this was the greatest.
This is insane.
This was the sweetest championship I've ever seen for the Celtics. Just because.
We're saying on here that it's considered the greatest championship series ever.
It was.
And that Celtics team, Danny Ainge, Larry Bird, Quinn Buckner, Emil Carr, Dennis Johnson, Greg Kite, Cedric Maxwell, Kevin McHale, Robert Patrick.
I don't know if there's ever been a better team. I really don't. Because they had to beat one of the greatest teams of all time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Magic in his prime.
Magic and Kareem.
Full power.
And
Kareem.
And Worthy.
That jackwagon on top. He's got no shirt on. He's wearing cutoffs that don't look very good, buddy. I mean, come on. He's a sex symbol.
And Scott Webman on that team.
He probably can't remember he's even up there. He's on top of the hoop.
Look at Kareem. Look how tall he is.
Man. And he was around a bunch of tall people, and he stood out.
All right. Well, that was exciting.
That was pretty cool. The CBS coverage there.
And then you remember the World Series, right?
Oh, the World Series. Oh, yeah, the Detroit Tigers. Yeah, that was one
yeah, they had a great year.
Wire to wire. One of the last few teams ever
Mm-hmm.
wire to wire. They won. And that great San Diego Padre team.
Well, that was a team coached by the very capable and successful Dick Williams. You remember him?
Dick Williams. Yep. And they had Garvey.
Mm-hmm. Popeye.
Popeye.
And of course, Tony Gwynn.
Tony Gwynn, yeah.
And then they had the immortal Kurt Bavacqua.
Bavacqua.
Yeah, Bavacqua, one of the.
He couldn't hit water if he fell out of a boat.
We got the clip from.
we don't have it.
We got Bavacqua's clip from that series. You know that you play that.
I was just saying, wow, it'll take me a while. I'm looking for something else right now.
Oh.
Yeah.
It'd take
I
me a
got
while
the
to find
rundown.
it.
It was
Yeah,
Kevin
it was-
Catcher, Steve Garvey, Alan Wiggins, Greg Nettles,
Oh, Greg Nettles was on that team.
Gary Templeton.
Yeah.
That was
Gary.
another one who looked like a Hall of Famer at the beginning of his
Yeah.
career, but-
Right.
Yeah. And Kevin McReynolds,
Mm-hmm.
Tony Gwynn,
Good hitter.
Bavacqua.
Who are the pitchers in that team?
Yeah, the pitchers. This is a real like who's who or not who's who. It's like who? Eric Shaw,
Eric Shaw. Yeah.
Tim Lawler,
I don't know. I remember him.
Ed Whitson,
Ed Whitson. Yes.
and Mark Thurman.
Mark Thurman. Yeah.
That's what I'm looking for. May 8th.
Dave Dravecki and Andy Hawkins were their
Longest baseball game.
extra pitchers. Dave Dravecki.
8 hours.
Goose Gossage.
Oh yeah.
Bullpen. Yep.
So they had a pen. Yeah. No, I think
Yeah, that was Gossage and Lefferts. Lefferts was from the other side, I think.
Craig Lefferts. Yeah.
Yeah.
But they had a very good and Garvey had a wonderful I think he had a good playoffs, and he, as usual, you know.
Yeah.
The underappreciated Steve Garvey.
What's the name of the guy who was saying the Bavacqua quote?
Tommy Lasorda. Yeah. You want to get? I know you like it when you hear him cussing.
Why, that's why.
I don't like that, man. He's so.
He's the one talking about Bavacqua.
I know, but I wanted to show the actual clip with him hitting the home runs. Yeah.
Hitting home runs.
Oh yeah, Garvey won the National League Championship Series MVP award.
Right. Against
beat the
the
Chicago
Cubs.
Cubs.
They came back they were down 2-0 and they came back.
Yeah, they were first team to do that, I think,
Yeah.
from an 0-2.
Oh, this is Tommy Lasorda talking about Kurt Bavacqua.
For that man to make an accusation like that is terrible. I have never, ever, since I've managed, ever told a pitcher to throw at anybody.
Never.
Nor will I ever. And if I ever did, I certainly wouldn't make him throw at a fucking 130 hitter like LaFay or fucking Bavacqua, who could hit water if he fell out of a fucking boat. And I guarantee you this, when I pitched, and I was going to pitch against a fucking team that had guys on it like Bavacqua, I sent a fucking limousine to get the cocksucker to make sure he was in the motherfucking lineup, because I kicked that cocksucker's ass any fucking day in a week.
No, really, Tommy, tell us how you really feel, please.
No, Tommy was great when he
The dirtiest
when you got him wound up, oh my God, I love Lasorda. He's still alive.
He's
too.
still alive, yeah. Despite
once in a
all
while.
of his offenses to God, he is still alive.
Great man. So on May 8th, 1984, the Chicago White Sox defeated the Milwaukee Brewers 7-6 in the longest game in Major League Baseball history, 25 innings, taking 8 hours and 6 minutes.
That was completed in one day, though, huh?
Yeah, one shot.
Because it was probably a day game in Chicago. Well, it was the White Sox.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Don't know.
It was the White Sox, though, not the Cubs.
So it could have been that game.
Oh, the White Sox.
I just can't imagine watching the White Sox do anything for that long.
Yeah.
Though you had to look at those uniforms for a long
I
time.
don't watch the Yankees. The Dodgers. I wouldn't watch anyone that
those,
long.
Those were the ugly White Sox uniforms, probably the ones, the black and white knickers ones.
Uh-huh.
Maybe they're wearing their shorts.
No say.
You're not as interested in this as I am, I guess.
No,
but
no. Soviet Union boycotts the Olympics.
Oh, of course, in hockey, you had the Oilers.
Yeah, the Oilers
beating the
May 19th,
beating the Islanders and finally getting rid of that dynasty,
beginning a new dynasty.
I had a clip of that.
Yeah,
I know I did it somewhere.
Here it is.
Yeah, Stanley Cup Finals. at the Northland.
Edmonton's a refinery town. It's an oil processing town. So it's a lot
It's like the Old West.
No.
Isn't it?
And it's not Houston. Calgary's more like Houston. Oh, it's the West, all right, but like Tulsa West. Like
not as highbrow.
Corpus Christi.
Gretzky.
It's like
It's
redneck
too
oil
fast.
rigger. Yeah, redneck oil rigger type of space.
Gretzky just had this other gear. You know?
He'd be where he needed to get to the next moment. Yeah, wow.
He was just.
It's made it look easy.
It's kind of like Joe DiMaggio in my view because he made it look easy. He didn't. It never looked difficult for him.
Nope.
You know, and that's the way a lot of the great ones.
But he said a stick technique he did before the shot. He went toot, 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 and then he shot it at the goalie.
He had such great stick control.
Yeah. He made it look effortless to fan the stick like that.
Yeah. God.
That's from the point too.
That was a
He
great
just drained
team.
a
That was a
shot
great
from the
team.
point. Yeah.
I don't know, Brian. Those Oilers that might be the greatest team of all time. I think.
Yeah, I think without hyperbole, you're right, Chab Dog. I'd watched a lot of great teams before and after that, but nobody like this.
Yeah.
Right channel there.
Islanders started to come back in this game.
Oh, well, I could hear the puck.
A
hit
bad
there.
goal there, and it's 3-2.
Yeah. Don't leave us now. Oh, they got sparklers. 16, 15 seconds. Countdown.
Oh,
net goal.
empty
Put it
netter.
away with 13 seconds.
That was
to
a
go.
full. That was like a full court empty netter.
8, 7, 6.
And the Islanders fall hard. Never to return to the Stanley Cup Finals.
Nope. It was over.
Yep.
It's been a while since Edmonton's been there, too.
Mm-hmm.
So their dynasty's disappeared. But that was great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we were touching on the baseball. Quick one on the Tigers.
Yeah.
The MVP that year.
MVP was that? For the whole season?
Or the series?
Yeah. The season.
Was that Alan Trammell?
Nope.
Was a Tiger though? It must be a Tiger, right?
Tiger. Yep. It was kind of a mild surprise, but he was a key part of that season.
Cecil Fielder? No, he wasn't there then, was he? Cecil Fielder?
No.
Big
There
Daddy?
was a pitcher.
Oh, Blackjack Morris?
Nope. Relief pitcher.
Oh, God. Oh, Hernandez? Was the guy named Hernandez?
Yep. Willie Hernandez.
Willie Hernandez.
Willie Hernandez, okay.
That's a very weird MVP, isn't it? I mean,
Yeah. I think he finished all 33 or 32 save attempts. Had like a 1.92 ERA and a 9-3 record. And
Wow.
He's only the third player ever to win the Cy Young, the MVP, and the World Series title in the same season, joining Koufax and Denny McClain.
he won the
that's good
Cy
company.
Young, too.
That's good company.
And the Cy Young, as well as the MVP.
Yeah, Willie
Yep.
Hernandez,
And the World
sure.
Series, man.
I knew you'd like that little factoid.
Yeah.
What I remember.
That was,
yeah.
Yeah, that was a Jack Morris-led team with Dan
Mhm.
Petrie, their number 2 guy,
Mm-hmm.
and Milt Wilcox.
And who were their big hitters again? They had Alan Trammell, Lou Whitaker, Kirk Gibson, right?
Oh, Lou Whitaker, yeah.
Yep. Plus Lance Parrish.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Lance Parrish at catcher.
Catcher. Yep. Dave Bergman.
Dave Bergman at first base, I think. Or was he first baseman?
Yeah, first base. Yep.
Yeah.
Third baseman.
Aurelio Rodriguez.
Howard Johnson.
Howard Johnson?
Yeah.
Howard Johnson.
Howard Johnson.
Boy, he was
Before the
fortunate.
Mets, yeah.
That was before so he won 2 World Series.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hojo.
And, center fielder, you might remember, he had some decent times. Chet Lemon.
Yes, Chet Lemon. Also with the White Sox.
Very sour times.
And their DH. Who was the DH?
Was he a big home run hitter?
Career-wise, he was one of the good ones, yeah.
Wait,
Didn't have a very good year that year.
was that Cecil Fielder?
Nope.
I think he later went on to play in Toronto.
Give me another hint. I really want to get this. Can you give me another hint?
I'm trying to think. What could I say?
Roberto Alomar.
Also played third base for the Braves.
Third base for the Braves. Darrell Evans?
Yep. There you go.
Darrell Evans, yeah.
I'm not thinking of him.
He had a good career. How many home runs did he hit? He hit like 400 home runs, didn't he?
Yeah, I think he hit the 400 mark.
That's a lot of home runs.
Yeah, 414.
In pre-steroid days, that's pretty good number.
And he's not going to be in the Hall of Fame because his average isn't high enough.
Pre-steroid.
Right?
It's like less than 250.
He's got he's got a Dave Kingman style batting average.
Although he could have been using steroids, you never know.
Yeah, it's too bad you can't get in. You can't get in when you have a batting average like that unless it's a real extreme situation. Wow.
Yeah.
So that team started 35-5. I'll never forget that. 35. Unbelievable. Pretty much over after that, and and then they played the Padres in 1-5. You could play that clip if you want. I mean, we're coming up to the end here.
I'll throw on the back there.
This is a good clip because it's got Vin Scully in it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there he is.
Tiger Stadium.
Yeah.
You ever been to Tiger Stadium?
This is the old Tiger Stadium,
Yeah.
so no. I've been to
With
Detroit.
that short porch, that looks like you could reach up and touch it in right field.
Mm-hmm.
And Joe Garagiola is the other announcer.
Oh, speaking of porches, the only stadium where you can actually go and see a game is Chicago. Wrigley Field.
What, they're letting people go to the games?
No, they're not, but Wrigley has a separate, they've got, where is it here, roof boxes. Because they have private homes that back onto the field. They built roof boxes.
Right.
Those roof boxes are private homes. So they can have whatever they want in there.
So that's probably, those tickets are probably going for a lot.
It must be a fortune, yeah.
Yeah.
There you
That's
go.
it.
That's it.
The Tigers went freaking nuts.
The Tigers win the pennant.
Nice,
The Tigers
nice.
win the pennant.
They haven't won one since either.
No, not even close.
Oh, somebody took a shot at Kirk Gibson.
Yeah, I
Did
just
you
saw
see
that. What
That
the
was
hell?
weird.
It was really weird.
They're playing in Detroit, and some fan kind of gave Gibson a little pop on the
As he's running into the
little
or
punch
running into
in the face.
locker room, yeah.
The Padres looked terrible. They were so sad. They were wearing their dark brown uniforms with the yellow numbers.
Uh-huh. Yeah, they're lucky to be there.
Dick Williams got denied.
Uh-huh.
And now they're... Yes. Sparky. Sparky's
Sparky Anderson, we just saw
another
him, right?
great moment for Sparky Anderson. We had some O.J. Simpson clips we didn't
I got a question for
play.
Brian, though, first.
Yeah.
Brian, where do you buy your gasoline there in town? Hey, Brian? We still have you there?
Did we lose him?
Hello, Brian?
No.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
great.
Yeah. So my question is, where do you get your gasoline there? Where do you buy your gasoline there at home? Yeah.
Yeah.
What gas station do you go to? Is it just off the interstate, or is it a little more in town? Okay. And you know those other stations around there. Why are the pumps always broken there? But you know what I mean?
Hmm.
Yeah, it's weird. Well, yeah, that too. Arco, no credit cards, but it does have the best. Always has had the best price. We got to run this O.J. Simpson.
Well, yeah.
Oh no, actually, down now. So I thought we had a minute to go. It's
Yeah,
11:00.
we're kind of hit it. And
All right. We'll do whatever you want.
If you want, we could end with that and a
No, no.
song. You can play
Well,
both.
Do both.
So
Sure.
Brian, do you have anything else, or is this?
Yeah, we're gonna close her out.
We're going to close out here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
All the money I made in '83
Yeah.
when we beat Miami, I lost, and then some betting the Redskins in '84. It sucked.
Yeah, I was telling Eric, my friend and I from D.C. were watching that freshman year in college and extremely depressed after that was over. And well, let's just say that we used some extreme measures to get back to campus.
You're past the statute of limitations, right?
Am I past?
I think you're past. So even though this is Grand Theft Auto, I think you're still past.
It was a joyride.
A joyride.
Yeah.
Of a commercial vehicle. True. Yeah. First year.
Oh, so L.A. got that title, but 1980 was before?
East and South Central L.A.
81, whenever they won.
Say L.A. I mean, there's East and South Central L.A. Yeah, they took it.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Mm.
The gangbangers.
That was the beginning of the end. Maybe the Rams will. I don't have much faith in the Chargers, but maybe the Rams can figure a way out.
Well, they were.
Almost.
Yeah, they were. They had a shot. They got the Super Bowl.
So, all right. Well, we're going to finish with some O.J. Simpson clip, some of his running. I don't know why, but I got.
Yeah, I was just going to ask you why. I mean, not that I think I like this is a great clip, by the way. You're going to enjoy it, but why? Something motivating you to push?
I think I was just I was listening to an O.J.'s song, and then I just thought of this.
An O.J.'s song? Oh, the O.J.'s.
The O.J.'s.
That's as good a reason as any on the Chab Dog Sports Talk radio show.
What's the one that I like? Bad. What's the song?
Bad Finger.
Bad something.
Bad Company.
Backstabbers.
Backstabbers.
Backstabbers is a great song. Yeah.
Boy.
So we're gonna finish with that, and then a 1984 song from REM called "Don't Go Back to Rockville," which is where I'm from.
Yep. If it's that Rockville.
Remember that one? Yeah.
Alrighty.
All right. Well, thank you for being on, and talk to you next week. We also had Frank Fleming from Sports Encyclopedia and Barstool Sports. Thank you, Eric, for another great show, and have a wonderful last week in July.
Yeah. Be safe, everybody.
Okay. Take care. Goodbye from Chab Dog Sports Talk.
playing a Super Bowl.
Oh my
There was no
God.
shot.
People just
So he
didn't
has
even
this
get
game on
close.
Thanksgiving where he rushes for 273 yards.
Not even a chance.
Proof that the best football player in the world is just sort of being wasted on this team going no place.
Yeah.
On Thanksgiving 1976, Buffalo's quarterback completed 4 of 21 passes for 29 yards. O.J. Simpson ran 29 times for a then single-game record
Wow.
273 yards in defeat.
Behind on the scoreboard, yeah.
That was amazing.
Oh, there's like 3 guys on him. He just blew them off. He just shook them off.
People try to tackle him high.
Yeah, no,
because
that's all they get a shot.
his lower body is so elusive, you know, and it's not big. His lower body is not that
Well,
big.
he's
but it's
pumping
not
those
the upper
thighs.
body.
You try and tackle him, he's moving those thighs. He's going to knock you away. Yeah.
And so I think people thought that was the way to get him, but he's too
Nobody even came close to him that time. And look, he's doing that funny running technique again.
Yeah. It looked like he wasn't even.
He slows down, so that that's the pursuit get a little closer, and then he kicks it up and sprints away from them like he's got a turbojet.
And he didn't fumble that much.
No, he was never known as a fumbler. Hey, that's a face mask.
Holy shit.
Wow. There's the old Falcon uniforms there. Steelers. He's burning the Steelers.
That's amazing.
Sprinting down the sideline.
Nobody
What if he was on the Raiders? How many yards would he run for? That actually kind of lifts his greatness.
Yeah. It does.
Amazing. And then you can play REM.
Yep. Volume. Where's the song?